Many thanks for staying with us. A study released by George Washington University and the International Rescue Committee indicates that cases of domestic abuse and assault are on the increase in South Sudan as the country continues to struggle with conflict. Many women reported being abused by their husbands or partners, while others suffered violence during raids. South Sudan spiraled into civil war in late 2013, and a third of the 12 million population has fled their homes.
Civil war in South Sudan is generating unseen levels of domestic violence. This is according to a study showing a reported increase in the brutality and frequency of assaults. Tens of thousands of people have been killed, and a third of the East African country's 12 million residents have been forced to flee since civil war broke out in 2013. According to the study by George Washington University and the International Rescue Committee, more than half of the South Sudanese women interviewed say they have suffered domestic abuse in their lives. Most of the victims point to their husbands or partners as the culprit, while a third say they had suffered violence as part of warfare, such as during raids or in refugee camps.
We face a lot of challenges when we're collecting firewood or cutting charcoal. We also face the problem of rape. In the family, we see the men now have become very aggressive because of the war, so they do not even defend the rights of the women.
But half of the women who reported suffering harm said they kept it to themselves rather than seek medical help or support. Researchers attribute their silence to stigma and distrust in the legal system. The United Nations has started programs at its protection sites that give women a chance to discuss issues affecting them, like forced marriage and domestic violence. The women also get support on how to take action against abusers. The study, which includes interviews with about 2,700 women and men, shows a need to supplement aid such as food and medical supplies with domestic violence prevention. Globally, the World Health Organization estimates that 1 in 3 women have experienced violence by an intimate partner or sexual violence by others.
The Libyan coastal city of Misrata opens its first arena where dozens gather to watch two teams battle it out with paintballs. Taking cover in a trench or behind a wall, armed men shoot at their rivals. A boy captures the action on his mobile phone as the other side retaliates, firing a volley of ammunition. This time, it's not rival groups engaged in a fight, but two sides playing paintball. The city's first paintball arena hosted a game on November the 24th, drawing several men to compete. 4-player teams compete in a capture-the-flag game on a field half the size of a football pitch, littered with obstacles behind which players shelter. Among them was Alzia Yak.
It is much fun, and they should encourage the youth to start these activities and these projects.
Misrata, a large commercial port about 190 kilometers east of Tripoli, is one of Libya's major military power bases, but the city itself has been largely immune from armed clashes and attacks in recent years. Despite the relative peace, citizens rarely get a chance to pursue this type of physical entertainment.
I hope they increase the games and include baseball, ice skating, and an amusement park. It's a great game.
Paintball Misrata is the country's second paintball arena after Tripoli's Paintball Libya, which opened last year. Entertainment and sporting activities were minimal during the rule of Muammar Gaddafi, with football being the most popular, along with the bowling alley. The country has slid into turmoil after Gaddafi's overthrow, with rival governments and armed alliances competing for power. A UN-backed government in Tripoli has struggled to impose its authority and has been rejected by factions in the east. And finally today, a Nigerian artist, Alex Peter, creates artwork using burn marks on a wooden canvas and finishes off his pieces with a razor blade to bring out the various textures and illusions of his subjects. The trained accountant says he started drawing when he was 3 years old and decided to seriously pursue his passion for art during his youth.
At a studio in Lagos, southwest Nigeria, Alex Peter is working on his most recent work of art, a portrait of the country's president, Muhammadu Buhari. The artist produces drawings on wood or leather by using heated tools. To start off, Peter works with pencils, sketches images on his subject on the wooden board, then later fills up the images with burn marks that bring out color on his wooden canvas. The 25-year-old, who trained as an accountant, says he fell in love with art as a child and decided to follow his heart.
I started drawing on the floor, and I just carry like just anything. I just draw on the floor like that. So with time, I started doing cartoons. You know, every kid, they love drawing cartoons, comics, and all that. So, and one thing with drawing, the more you do, the more you improve. You understand? So I kept doing that just like that. And in my school, they taught us fine art, and I also love researching more on some things like that. So that's how I just felt like, okay, I just love art.
After applying burn marks, Peter carves out the board to give his subject various textures and optical illusions. Sometimes he uses sandpaper to fill up different shades and give his work a smooth finish. The pieces are then sprayed when complete to stop the colors from running. Peter has held 2 exhibitions so far and says each time his works of art are always sold out. They go for about 60,000 to 1.8 million naira.
Their feedback towards this paragraphy art is really encouraging and really, really awesome, because they always, like as a company gave me a commission recently, they say they've seen so many arts and they have lots of arts, but since they saw this one I use razor blade on wood, they want something rare and unique. So when I did the work and they saw it, they were like, you mean you did this? Like, they were like, wow. So that's their expressions and feedbacks towards the work are like positive.
Timioke is an art collector also based in Lagos. He recently saw Peter's work posted on social media and decided to find the artist and learn more about his pieces.
And Alex's piece, A Twist of Fate, when I saw it, I immediately loved it. The technique stood out because it's not a technique that is common as well. And then when I spoke to him about the literature and the motivation behind it, you know, he told me it's called A Twist of Faith. And it simply says that, you know, life is unpredictable, and sometimes a journey can just take a twist of fate and could just be everything you've been hoping for. And I mean, that resonated with me.
Peter plans to explore other mediums as well, start an art school, and put up a gallery where he can help others like him explore their creativity.
And on that creative note, we end today's program. Thank you for watching. I am Bisi Adebayo.